Hi guys, welcome back and Happy New Year. For our first workout of 2021, we are throwing things back to basics with this beginner's bar routine that's also perfect if you are a little bit more advanced because we will have some progressions in there, plus a little bit of cardio, and all you need to do this workout is a chair and your mat. So if you are ready, let's do it. Welcome to our first routine of 2021. Before we get cracking, just a couple of orders of business. First of all, thank you guys so much for those of you who were doing these workouts with me in 2020 and even long before that. It's wonderful to have you back in the new year. And for you guys who are maybe just joining us, welcome. We're going to get down and dirty with a little bit of cardio bar, but it is going to be a workout for beginners. With that said, I'll give some options if you want to kick it up a notch, so if you've been doing this for a while, but it's a good one just to come back to the basics, because we're starting a new year, right? So we might have had some time off, so we're going to kind of ease our way into it nice and gradually. If you are new here, I would absolutely love it if you would hit that subscribe button down below, please, and check back. We have new, fresh workouts every week, so there's going to be lots of fun stuff coming in the new year. Hooray! Okay, that's all. I want you to stand nice and tall here, roll the shoulders back, reach arms out in front of you, just in line with the chest, and we'll start from our knee lifts. So we're just going to kind of gradually get the heart rate up. And then, yeah, we'll have some bigger bursts of cardio in this one. But like I said, it's not going to be super crazy. It's not designed to kill you like first thing coming into a new year. It's designed to pump you up. That's the idea here. And you're gonna add a little pull with the arms. So a little bit of a chest fly here every time that leg lifts up. Toes are pointed, keep pressing chest forward, keeping crown of the head nice and lifted. And take a twist. So you're gonna twist and twist, twist, twist. So you're kind of pulling that back arm just a little wider, opening, expanding across the chest. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. Little shake out. Take the feet nice and wide, toes pointing forward so feet are parallel, hands to hips. You're going to keep the back super flat. Just draw a big circle in one direction, and we'll circle it back. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Make sure that the back is not rounding as you come through center, so it's not like a sad curl like that. That was what not to do. Keep it really reaching, nice and long. One more here. Let's see if the cats will grace us with their presence in the new year. And bring it back up. And you're just going to drop to a lunge on one side, through center, over to the other. So we can start to speed these up a little bit. Make sure heels stay pressed down. Again, shoulders stay down and back, flat back, and you're pushing the butt back. So sometimes what I see with this one is that the weight is really coming far forward and the heel is lifting up and you're really putting a lot of pressure in the knees. So sit back like you're sitting into a chair. One more here. I want you to stay over to one side. So from that side lunge, you're gonna step, feet are gonna come hip distance again, parallel, lift into a releve, heels down, step back to that side lunge. So we go up, all the way up, back to side lunge. So again, little bit of sort of like cardio-esque. I mean, yeah, heart rate is getting up, it is cardio. Is it the most crazy cardio we could be doing? No, but like I said, we're gonna kind of build throughout. We're still just getting warm. Do a couple more here. And last one. Good, step wide again. Go back in that little side to side. Just warming into the legs, getting them nice and loose. So if you've been like sitting on the couch and everything's feeling a little tight, we just want to open it back up again. I notice especially if I eat more sugar, which Generally, I don't eat a lot of sugar. I almost never eat like white sugar. But the holidays, I do eat a little bit more. I really feel it in my joints. I get really, really tight. So good to give that a little wiggle out. Other side, so from side lunge, together, up, down. Side lunge, in, roll up, down. So every time you lift to that releve, you should be able to hold it. Like in theory, you'd be able to just hang out there for as long as you wanted. We're keeping it nice and quick. So we've got that cardio element intact. But yeah, in theory, you could sort of hang out there. Couple more here. And last one, step wide again. Come straight through both legs. Turn both feet out to the side. So now we're ready for more of a plie. And what we're gonna do is a plie step jack. So arms out to the side, you're gonna step one foot in, heels here, arms reach up, step back out, other side. So out, together, out, together. So this is where we're starting to pick up the cardio a little bit more. If you want it, here are your options. If you are a little bit more advanced and you want to kick this up, either take it a little faster or make it the jump, yeah? So I'm gonna stay right here because this is a beginner's routine. So I'm sticking here at this more kind of beginner speed. But you always have the option to give yourself a little extra challenge in there. Go for a few more here. And last one, good. Come all the way up. So we're perfectly in position for a nice plie squat series. So toes angled out, squeeze navel in tight, butt tucked under, arms out to the side. We're just gonna squat down, really pressing knees back. Slow squeeze up, press down, slow squeeze up. So when you're squeezing up, I say this in basically every routine where we do these, which is a lot of them, you're thinking of drawing the backs of the legs together. So we're maintaining the turnout the whole way up. I'm gonna show you from the side as well. If you are pushing the butt back like this, that is not a plie squat. That is not it. So you wanna keep nice and flat there, slide back up. Nice and flat, slide back up. Keep going there. So even if you don't come as low, that's fine. Here's two, we're gonna stay low on the next one, and little pulses. So again, set it so that the knees are nice and wide here. You're pushing them back. I mean, if you can do this next to a mirror, that's ideal. But if not, you gotta really trust in what your body is telling you. So listen to the cues of your body. I mean, overall, it is really good practice to go more in that direction anyway. A mirror can become a little bit of a crutch, but a mirror is so nice for starting out because then you can start to put the look of it together with the feel of it and it all comes together nicely. So it is a good training tool. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right heel, you're gonna lift and lower. Turn that heel forward. Stay low through the legs. Heel pops nice and high and it's a slow release down. I didn't say this was going to be easy. When I say beginner, it's basically we're gonna move a little more slowly. We're not going to do as many sort of complicated series, but it's still gonna be a challenge. Keep that heel popped up. You're gonna come all the way up. That heel stays lifted. Slide all the way back down. All the way up. I mean, what's the point? Why are we even here if we're not being challenged? So I don't care what level you're at, but I want you to be burning. That's always the idea. Keep it going here. Maybe this is your first workout of the new year. In which case, awesome, let's go and get it. Start as you mean to go on. Last one, stay low and pulse it. Keeping that heel up. Again, turn the heel forward to get that hip rotation. And go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel comes down. Woo! press all the way up, give the hips a little wiggle out, and we're straight back into those regular plain old plie squats. They're back. So I hope everybody had a really nice holiday period. Nice New Year. It's still holiday time here in Madrid because Christmas basically goes until January 6th, which is Reyes. I don't even know what the translation, like the 3 wise men. But yeah, so that's like the big sort of like Christmas celebration. So that's the end of the holiday period. And stay low and pulse it. And then like officially, it's time to take down the Christmas tree. It's sad times basically. You guys haven't seen because somehow I've managed to like not get the Christmas tree in the shot, but like just right here, just off camera, we have a massive Christmas tree. And I'm a little bit sad about having to take it down. I'm not ready. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Left heel, lift and lower. Lift and lower. I'm ready for Christmas 2021 now. I'm pretty much always Christmas ready. I'm one of those people. Just like a good festive season. Few more here. Here's 3, 2, keep it up on 1, all the way up. We're still aiming knees wide. Slide down, all the way up, slide down. We're gonna get back into a bit of cardio soon, and that's gonna be kind of our main cardio push, I would say. But like I said, you might even be feeling like this is a bit of cardio because we're working the lower body. So that is your oven, as it were. So, you know, to get the heart rate up, lower body does quite a bit. So sometimes if you're doing kind of quick pace lower body work, that is gonna be cardio. One more here, we're gonna stay low, and we're gonna pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels come down. You're gonna sink as low as you can. So maybe you can touch the floor, maybe you can't. Doesn't matter. What I don't want is for you to round the back like this to touch the floor. You should always have the chest lifted, chin lifted. If you were in front of a mirror, you would see your chest in it. So down, all the way up, heel lift at the top. Down and up. That's the cardio move. So again, more of a challenge. You can go faster or you can jump it. The jump is also, I suppose, if you're not like in an apartment where someone below you might complain. But good practice actually doing jumping exercises in an apartment because you should be landing nice and light. So if you're splatting back down, the correct muscles are not engaged. So it's a good self-check. Keep going here, nice and quick. Give me 5. Here's 2, 1, good. Bring the feet in, give the legs a little shake out. Navel drawing in tight, butt kicks. So arms can just be at the sides, or alternatively, maybe you need to hold your hair in place. This is my constant like struggle. Nothing keeps my hair in place. Nope. Switch hands, I guess. But yeah, make sure you're actually kicking yourself in the butt. They're not called butt kickers for nothing. Keep it going here. Lay down the feet. Remember to breathe. And go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, straight into a little speed skater. So hopefully you have enough space here. I mean, to be fair, length of your mat is all you really need. You're gonna hop, take a little twist, hop, hop. So going nice and wide there. You can always touch the foot behind if you need to. More of a challenge, you're gonna touch hand to floor. I honestly, I don't really have the space for it because my leg would go farther behind. But yeah, You have ways of making it harder, always. But nice and light. I like that little twist into it to engage the obliques a little bit more. Landing light. Let's speed it up. Last little push here. Nice and quick. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. My mat is sliding all over town. Last little push here. Feet wide, toes forward, so the butt back. Quick feet. Navel in tight. You should feel everything shaking right now. Relax the shoulders. Quick, 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 quick. So, to be clear, that's not quick feet. That's sad feet. Quick feet. So it's a drum roll. Quick feet, quick feet, quick feet. Keep it going, make the butt shake. More, more, more. And give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, there we go. All right, nice little bit of cardio in there. Yeah, okay. We're going to give that shake out. Let the heart rate come down a little bit. Take deep breaths. Maybe take a quick sip of water if you need it. Don't chug your water. A sip will do it. It'll do it. Basically letting the heart rate come down just a little bit before we come down to the floor. We're gonna come down to the floor though in a modified plank position. So we'll go from the hands underneath shoulders, but knees, hands and knees. So note that this is not a plank. This is quadruped. The knees are not underneath the hips, they're extended back. This is also not plank. This is something between cobra and upward dog, but also not as supported as either of those are. So you want to be here, abs engaged. We're going to tuck feet under, toes under on both feet. Lift to a high plank, back to downward dog, forward to plank, knees touch back down. So it's a lift, all the way to downward dog, forward to plank, touch knees down. As the knees touch down, you are staying equally tight through the abs. So it's not just like everything collapses. That was a gross collapse, but you get the idea. It's not a collapse, it's not that. It's nice and strong, powerful, knees touch, lift up. Oh, Happy New Year, Leo. Leo's here. We haven't seen him in a while because he's been in winter hibernation mode. But here he is. He's been here all along. Leo had a really good Christmas. The cats had their advent calendars. They got a tunnel for Christmas. So like this morning when he was in the middle of crazy time, he ran through that tunnel, like running laps about 20 times. So he's a big fan of the tunnel. Last one here, stay in plank, and just gonna give me an alternating leg lift. So butt doesn't lift with the leg, it's just that leg. Keep a flat back, butt in line with the shoulders. And go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back to downward dog, give it a little pedal out. Push both heels down, walk hands back in toward the feet, and slowly roll back up to standing. Give the shoulders a shrug back. There we go. Okay, we're gonna get into the glutes a little bit. So this is where the chair is going to be used. For a second there, I was like, when I started to get a little bit sweaty, I was like, why did we have this chair here? Now I remember. Okay, so yeah, work out so hard that you black out a little bit. Cool, okay. Feet are gonna be hip distance. You're gonna be actually pushing into the chair a little bit. So hopefully you have a fairly sturdy chair. If not, you can do this like at a counter. Kitchen counter would work. But yeah, push into it a little bit. You're going to bend the knees, push the butt back. So we're in this kind of folded over position and then come back up. So it's gonna be a down and up. So it's kind of a supported squat, which is going to let us get a little bit lower. I mean, if your chair is not the sturdiest, basically you're gonna have to just not put as much into it, which is fine. Also, it just means your legs are gonna do a little bit more of it. So it's not a bad thing. Navel in tight. Oh, Leo, do you have to do that while on camera? Disregard. A few more here. He just thinks he's the star of the show. I mean, to be fair, that's true. He is the star of the show. Stay low here and pulse it out. So weight is in the heels. In fact, lift the toes a little bit. Squeeze, navel in tight. Squeeze the butt like you're holding 500 euros in there. $500, 500 pounds, 500, whatever the currency might be. Keep pulsing, keep pulsing. Are we feeling those glutes and hamstrings? We should be. Imagine you're pushing through honey, jam, I don't know, a thick substance. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low there. With the, let's do right leg first actually. You're gonna touch right toes back, touch in. So notice, I still have a bend. I'm still in a squat position on the left side. All the weight is in my left side. So back and in, go for 5, 4, 3, 2, you're gonna keep it long on 1 and just lift, lower, lift, lower. So torso doesn't change, doesn't move, it's a squeeze of the butt. So it's not a really high lift, we're not opening up the hip, just a nice squeeze of the butt, and then a controlled release for 5, 4, 3, 2, keep it up on 1, knee is going to tuck in, extend. We still have not done anything to change the angle in that left leg. So either the angle in the knee or at the hips. We're still in that slight little forward fold. So it's kind of a modified version of the sort of flat back series that we do in a lot of my bar routines. You guys know it and love it. Know it and love it. Last one here, keep it long, standing leg. You're just going to pulse down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that right foot down. There we go. Pulse it out here for a second. So you should be feeling big burn in that left leg, especially the hamstring and glute. Whew, a little recovery pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Left toes, touch back and in. Back and in. So all the weight now in that right side. Keep a deep bend in the right knee. Heel down. And here's 3, 2, keep it back on 1. Lift and lower. So I'm just going to show you quickly, keep going with that lift and lower. If the weight is too far forward, see how my right heel now is lifting up and puts a lot of pressure on the joints. So you got to sit back into it, which is also where you're going to get that glute burn. We're sitting back, we're pushing back. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck in. Extend. Squeeze the abs tight, tuck in, extend. Few more here. Several more would be more appropriate. Now it's a few. Here's 3, 2, keeping bend in that right knee. Last one, keep that long. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Are we feeling those hamstrings and glutes. So staying low here, now you are gonna pop up both heels, keep the knees apart at hip distance, and you're gonna push heels down, press chest forward. So a little flat back stretch there. Again, we're gonna sink down, and then chest drops forward, heels go down. Lift heels, lift chest, and press back. So actually it's a really nice stretch. Now with the heels up, now you'll feel we're getting a little bit more of the quads. Here's 3, and 2. Last one there. Woo, there we go. And go ahead, heel it back up to standing. We're gonna get chair out of here. I'm just gonna push it a little bit that way. And we'll come down to the mat. Maybe Leo will join me. Usually he prefers when we're on the mat. Come on, buddy, come here. So knees are gonna be bent here, feet on the floor, hip distance apart with the knees. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, you're gonna tuck the navel in, push the lower back down into the floor. We're lifting into our 100 stance. Squeeze navel in really tight. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, maintaining that crunch position. You can always take a hand behind the nape of the neck if you need a little extra support. On your next inhale, lift the right knee into tabletop. I got a little bead of sweat in my eye, so if I'm suddenly winking at you guys, that's why. Just my right eye there. Good. And go ahead and switch legs. Inhale. So periodically just check that you're still up in that crunch position, lift a little higher. And then let's bring both knees up to tabletop. So just stacked right over the hips, feet in line with the knees, squeeze navel tight. One more breath here. Good. And then option, you can stay in that crunch position, but you're also more than welcome to rest the head back down. I always put my hands under my head, basically because my hair, it needs its own support. But also because it keeps the chest and shoulders open. You could also do hands outside, you could do hands underneath the tailbone for a little bit more support. You've got options there. We're just going to do an alternating bent leg drop though. So keeping that 90-degree angle in the knees, touch right toes to floor. Exhale, lift, left, touch, and lift. So I'm going to show you again. I always like to show you guys what not to do. Do not just kick at the knees here. This is not the same thing. The abs are doing nothing there. So you've got to go from the hip, angle in the knees, does not change. Keep a lower back press down. Really do a slow, controlled lift. So we don't want it to just spring back using momentum. It is a controlled pull back up. We could freeze the foot there. We could freeze it in any moment, going down or up, and it would just stay there. And we'd be fine, because we got strong abs. Give me 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna make that double. So both legs, maybe you're touching the floor, maybe you're not going all the way down. So if the lower back is straining, I want you to just go halfway and then tuck back in. So make them a little bit smaller. These are actually quite challenging, so don't feel like, oh, if I can't do these, I must be better. This is not necessarily a beginner's move. Hey, but you gotta tuck some challenging things in there. Yeah, the full range of this one is not really beginners, but you can make it beginners by just making it a little bit smaller there. So as the core is developing. Do a few more here. And then we're going to keep the legs in tabletop on this next one. So if you haven't already had the hands behind the nape of the neck, bring them there now, elbows wide, little crunch, release. Exhale, crunch, inhale, release. So we're kind of trading off upper abs, then lower abs, then upper abs, then lower abs. This is not a good one to not wear a shirt for. So if you hear like a horrid sound of like my back squelching on the mat, that's what's happening. I am actually lifting my back a little bit so it doesn't do that. You shouldn't do that, that's not ideal. I'm just like trying to make it soundless. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Again, you can rest head, neck, and shoulders back down. We'll alternate here, drop, extend. So reach right leg long, back to table. Left leg long, back to table. Keeping that lower back down. So again, if you need hands underneath the tailbone for a little bit of support to make that happen, do that. Do what you need to do to make it happen. Keeping it nice and controlled, stopping the knees just at tabletop. Don't come past tabletop. As tempting as it is. And let's go for 3, 2, 1. We're gonna make that double and we're gonna do a crunch at the same time. So this is fairly challenging. If you don't want to do the crunch, you're just going to go for the double leg extension and alternate it with a crunch. So I'll show you both options. Full move is going to be this, yeah? If that is too much, you're going to do double leg extension, crunch, yeah? 1 and 1. So either way, here we go. Keeping lower back, press down. Elbows stay wide so we're not pulling at the neck. Keep in mind, legs can always go a little bit higher there as well. That's gonna be a little bit milder. But we're taking these slowly. And especially, I mean, to be fair, both with beginners and with everybody, abs are better slower. You're going to actually work into what you need to work into more. There's no way to cheat it when it's slow. So it's actually a little bit harder, but it's also better for you. As things so often are. Here's 3, 2, you're gonna keep it long on 1, and helicopter, helicopter, helicopter. You could do head, neck, and shoulders back down if you want, or keep it there, but keep helicoptering those legs, squeezing navel as tight as you possibly can for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and knees in, woo, feet down. Extend legs all the way along here. Inhale, reach arms overhead, full body stretch. On the exhale, peel it all the way up, reach it forward, woo, slow roll all the way back down. Arms overhead, again, peel it up. Yeah, we're just straight into our roll-ups. So keeping these, again, as controlled as possible, going as slowly as you can on that release. Slow is better. For this stuff, anyway. When we're doing cardio, like yes, quick, quick, quick. But better to be slow and maintain the form. Last one here. Woo! There we go. Take soles of feet together. Let the knees just drop open. I'm really trying to like catch Leo's eye and entice him to come back over, but I think he's in sleepy mode. He's back to hibernation. He had a very active morning this morning. So knees wide here, just press chest forward. If you guys have pets, at what time do they get the zoomies? Leo pretty consistently gets the zoomies caught around, I guess like whenever anyone's getting up in the morning. So this morning I slept pretty late. So I got up at like 9. So I would say Leo had the zoomies around like 9:30, 10. And he was just going bananas. Fun times. Extend both legs out long in front of you. Reach forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. So reaching for the with the chest. Finding that fold at the hips. Sometimes he gets the zoomies at night, like after he eats dinner, but yeah. I'd say about twice a day he gets the zoomies, and then like the rest of the time he's just in like hibernation mode. Luna weirdly gets the zoomies more like midday, but she doesn't get as many like zoomies. She just gets like playful, like it's not as much of like a run back and forth. Like Leo's very run back and forth. We're gonna do something a little different. Take the feet nice and wide here, wide straddle position, flex the feet, aim them up, and then reach forward here. Oh, this stretch kills me. But hey, we're doing new things. New year, new me. I mean, yeah, that's not like a real thing that I go for, but new year, try out some new things. Just a little straddle, never hurt anyone. Good, and then go ahead, flip onto hands and knees. We'll just take a pigeon stretch here to finish things out. So let's start with right knee toward that right thumb. Right heel can either be at the left hip bone, or if you're really open, you could crawl it a little farther forward. The thing we do want here is for hips to be square. So if you can bring hands up to the hips, notice how I actually just lifted up a little bit there? That's because now my hips are more square. So it's fine if you lift up, bring the hands to the hips, and then find that angle. So if you're like opening up here, hey, that's not it. That's not the one. Find that angle nice and tall, and then fold down from there. So everything is straight, everything is aligned. Now you can lower into it. And press back up. If you're feeling sassy, go for that extra little quad stretch here, bending the left knee, pulling the foot in, and release. Go ahead, switch sides. So same thing here, take the hands to the hips, square it up. Yeah? You're going to be the best at adjusting your own stretches. Then fold forward from there. Oh, that feels so good. Press back up. Option for that quad stretch. Yes, please. And release. Just press back to a quick child's pose. We'll do knees wide, toes together. Melt the chest down, forehead to mat. Hopefully your mat is clean. Mine does not smell particularly clean, but hey-ho. There's only me to blame. I'm the only one who's really been on it. And walk hands back in toward the knees. Peel the chest up. There we go. We have made it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first routine of the new year. Like I said, if you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We will have fresh workouts every single week. So if you have any requests, let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this workout especially, give it a big old like. That lets me know that you enjoy seeing this kind of thing in the future. And I hope to see you guys back here for the next one. Bye.